Alright, so today we'll be starting the topic of Boolean algebra. I'll explain why we use it and as well give you some information on how mathematical systems are defined, so that we can define Boolean algebra with good understanding of how it works. Let's get into it. Why do we use Boolean algebra? Well, these days we want to be as cost efficient as possible. We want to avoid spending money on unnecessary logic gates. And we can use Boolean algebra to minimize the amount of logic gates we need. Using Boolean algebra, we can find circuits that are simpler but do the same thing. Before we look into Boolean algebra, we need to know how a mathematical system is defined. This will help us define Boolean algebra and understand it better. A mathematical system will have a set of elements such as numbers, symbols, and variables. It will have operators like add and multiply. And most importantly, it will have some things we accept as fact, known as postulates. We'll look at 6 common postulates here. Firstly, we have closure. An example of this is in our daily number system, all the numbers are closed under plus. This simply means that any number in the set can be gotten by adding 2 other numbers in the set. There's the associative law for an operator, which means that the brackets can go anywhere and it is still equal. There's also the commutative law, which means that you can put either number either side of the operator and get the same answer. We also have identity elements, which is best explained using examples. Take note of these. Identity elements are basically just numbers that you can add or multiply to x and still get x as the answer. There's also inverses, which are basically numbers that you can add or multiply to another number and get the identity element. This is best seen in this example. With the operator plus, the inverse will be the negation of each number. Then we have the distributive law, which is best shown by this example here. Let me show you an example of a system. Let's look at a field, which is our daily arithmetic system. It has all real numbers and binary operators plus and multiply. For plus, the identity element is 0, and for multiply, it's 1. The inverse for plus is the negation of the number, and for multiply, it's 1 over the number. Note that this is how we get subtraction and division. Plus and multiply are both commutative and associative. And the distributive law only works for multiply over plus. Thanks very much for watching, I hope it helped. If you have any questions, comment below, and I'll try my best to answer. This was a lot of information, so don't worry if it doesn't click for a while. Like and subscribe for more computer science content.